Holy shit. This is Chef Joel, and today we're making Dubai chocolate-filled donuts. The other day, I went to this local donut shop. The inside of the donut was that Dubai chocolate filling. Bought this online. This is called katafi. Well, all this is just a shredded phyllo dough. That's all it is, just shredded phyllo dough. The whole idea behind the Dubai chocolate filling is that you take this shredded phyllo dough, you toast it in butter, and then you mix it with usually some kind of a nut butter. You can't add anything wet to it, because anything wet that has water in it or milk is gonna make it soggy. So you gotta use nut butter, which is just all fat. I wanted to make my own Dubai chocolate-filled donuts today. Full disclosure, I've never actually made donuts before. First thing we're gonna do, take milk, a little bit of our sugar, 2 eggs here, throw our active dry yeast in there and let that bloom a little bit. So it's a very quick fermentation after that. It's 1 hour. So that's gonna go over here. In the meantime, we can get the rest of our ingredients assembled here. All-purpose flour, the rest of our sugar. I'm gonna give it a pinch of salt. This is a little bit of melted butter goes in there, give it that flavor. I didn't mention this before, but we're gonna fry these donuts in butter today. I'm not frying them in oil, I'm gonna fry them in clarified butter. Why? I don't know. So I'm gonna sprinkle in my fresh yeast. I do have one more secret ingredient I'm gonna put in. This is just a dehydrated buttermilk. This is just buttermilk powder. So I'm just gonna add a couple of spoons of this right in our dough here, because that's gonna give it a little bit of extra richness and a little bit of extra tang. This is a very, very high quality vanilla paste. I can tell that the yeast is just kind of starting to bubble up a little bit. That's all you're looking for. You just wanna make sure it's alive. She's Kevin, she's all she's got. So this is a nice soft dough, but the goal is we do want a little bit of gluten development, and I don't think my mixer was gonna quite get there, so I'm gonna finish this by hand a little bit. Give it an hour to proof. After we proofed for about an hour, we've got this beautiful mound of glorious donut dough here. All right, so while our donuts are sitting in a nice warm spot, we're gonna make 2 more things. We're gonna start with the frosting. This is heavy cream, and we're gonna add a little sugar, we're gonna add a little butter, and then what we're gonna do is just kind of bring this to a boil, let it all melt and come together. I've got the maple filling. I'm gonna turn this into 2 different icings. One is gonna be with white chocolate added to it. I have black cocoa powder, so it's super dark. 1 pound of powdered sugar. So that's what we're gonna throw in there right now. 2 spoons or so of this buttermilk powder in there. Now basically what I wanna do is incorporate everything, let that sugar melt, but it's also really hot right now. So I'm just gonna let this mix for a while, and it's gonna kinda keep moving around and help kind of cool it down a little. All right, so now got our icing working, we're gonna make the filling. What I'm making here is the same type of filling that goes in those Dubai chocolates. We're gonna start with katafi. This is a shredded phyllo dough. You can see it's kind of all shredded, and we're gonna keep stirring it. We're gonna toast it in this pan a little bit. It's gonna maintain that crunchiness just so long as it doesn't hit any water. A little bit of melted butter. Now we're gonna toast this right on the stove. This is a macadamia nut butter. It's still hot, I took it off the stove so it's not gonna keep cooking. And we're also gonna add just a little bit of tahini, just a little maple syrup. I think it's gonna pair really nicely with it. We're gonna kind of infuse this beautiful donut icing with some white chocolate here. I'm only taking half of this out. I already have that white chocolate flavor in there. This is black cocoa powder. This is the flavor of Oreos. This is how they make Oreos, black cocoa powder. Almost not even brown. Oreo. bit of our creamy maple mac nut butter. All right, we got our black and white donut, white chocolate, and dark black cocoa icing. And on the inside, we've got this pistachio Dubai chocolate filling. Let's go. That is an out of this world donut. That's freaking amazing. The pistachio, crunchy in the middle, the frosting with the white chocolate, even the dark cocoa powder adds that nice little richness to it. That's an amazing donut. All right, so here we got our clarified butter fried donut here, nice soft donut. This has got a maple glaze on the outside and it's got that macadamia nut maple spread in the middle. All right, let's try it.